Good afternoon. It is April the 20th, 2017. Time to start our wrap-up with our usual disclaimer. Hypothetical simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated programs in general also are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. All I have to do is find my pointer. There it is. Okay, we came into the E-mini today with an idea that we could sell the 45 to 50 area, and we hope to buy the 30 to 36 area. So this is our buy and this is our sell. We didn't quite get down there. The low I think was 37.75, 37.50. So the trading was, retest failure. This S produces a little. This mean green produces a little. Then the market just starts to rally, and we had good buying right here on this bar. The big guy steps up to the plate and starts to buy and adds to their length, and they take the market into this area. They sell. Peak selling came here, and then they decide to get back on the long side of the market. So the low was 37.50, give or take. The high was just above 58. That's about a 10 handle range. So again, we're not blessed with a lot of volatility and with a lot of range. It makes for very, very difficult trading. And the one thing that you really, really do need to prosper as a day trader is volatility. You need it. So right here we got a higher low and a higher high. We can buy it, or we can sell it if we fail to take out 23.58.60 tomorrow. Looking at a P with a double distribution in E period. So in London tonight, you can sell failure to take out 58.60. No news took us up, and then 64.66 for sell 2. The news tomorrow is limited to PMI manufacturing, 53.9. No one pays a lot of attention to that. Existing home sales, they will, at 5.605 million. Then Baker Hughes at 965 total, 847 in the U.S. On the buy side, we're at 54, so for London, 50.52. Buy 1 to retest overhead resistance, and then 45.47 for buy 2. All mixed up, all excited. But as we grow, and as we, the markets change on us, we have to adjust our trading. We can't just, for a long time a 5 and 10 period moving average will work, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work worth a darn, and everybody's kind of figured it out. So you always, and it's the problem that faces everybody. Should I change what I'm doing? Should I adjust? Should I re-optimize? And that's the dilemma we all face as traders, and that's why the recommendation is to keep it as generic as possible. And I don't know how you could get any more generic than our way of looking at the markets. P's or B's, retest resistance or support and or take them out. Retest failures for bracketed markets, and B's or S's for trending markets. I mean, that's just about as stripped down as it comes, and it's about as generic as it comes. And the phenomena that we key off of are present in every market, be they high volume or low volume markets. Treasuries, lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. A lot of commentary today was given to the blowout they had in the TIPS auction. Is reinflation coming back? Earlier this morning they had talked about how interest rates might be getting ready to come back to where they were, and we never know for sure. Right now, what do we have behind us? We have B's, So the seller is still there. We're basically at the buck, so 3 to 7 sell 1. 11 to 15 sell 2. Option expiration is tomorrow. Remember we said we're going to close it at 126. We said that at 7 this morning. We're still playing for that. 25, 29 by 1. And 17 to 21 by 2. And you can see that treasuries are not selling this afternoon, even though the E-mini is strong. I'm going to close strong. Why is that? Option expiration. You have to be cognizant of the dynamics that are going to influence the market that will be in play. If you're going to do this long term. And long. So it's the neat thing about trading is just how growthful it is in so many different areas of your life. And I know everybody says, well, the last thing I need is more character or more growth, right? I'm talking about growth, not expansion. Okay, number 1 will be 8 to 12. 15 to 19, sell 1. And I'm guessing option expiration is going to close this at 154, so we'll go 23, 27, sell 2. On the buy side, going to have support at 28 to the buck. So buying 21s to 25s. And then 13 to 17 for buy 2. And we're anticipating, as we were this morning at 7 a.m. Central, a close at 154 tomorrow. We'll see how that works out. Now, just because I'm swagging stuff doesn't mean that it'll actually happen. But what I am doing is just trying to get across to you that you have to think ahead. You have to look over the horizon. You have to think about the stuff before the fact, so you got a better chance of doing the right thing as opposed to just reacting. And you know, in your own trading, what reacting can do. It puts you at the mercy of the market, not you. A little bit better frame of mind to trade the market. Gold, inside day, trade it tomorrow. It is a P. So right now, just looking at this structure, looks like to me that we got a buyer below 78. And we may have a seller above 94. So resistance is 84.86, sell 1. 89.91, sell 2. I think we can trade a little bit higher in London on the buy side. 78 to 80 by 1. And 75, 77 by 2. Kind of like the gold market, in spite of the fact that $5 billion of it has been sold. Crude oil. Okay, OPEC came out and said we are going to roll our current production quotas to the second half of the year. Stabilized the market, but it didn't rally anybody back. Okay, OPEC's going to roll theirs. What's going to happen with the rest of the world? And so, lower high, lower low on F1. Look for a place to sell it. Definitely have a B right here, so I think we're headed below. And so I see the play as stops below 50. Obviously, we got to get through 50-50 to get there. So that'll be our play overnight. Buy 1, leaning against 50. Buy 2, 49.50, 49.75. Got down to 47 on that last sell-off. Right here, 51, 51 and a quarter is pretty aggressive, but that's where resistance is. Then 51.50, 51.75 for sell 2. The fundamentals on crude oil are not very good. So I think the producer, the hedger, might be extending, might be trying to lock in more than a single day's production at these levels. and the volume and the lack of bounce reflects that, in my opinion. And the euro. But wouldn't it be nice to live in London time but not have to put up with the weather? I'm a big fan of the sunshine, and so I don't mind cold weather. It doesn't bother me. I just don't. I'd like to see the sun a little bit more than you get to see it over there. You know, my remembrances of when I was in England, passing through way back when, was it the wind? It was a pilot, the high winds that you just had to deal with all the time landing over there. Euro, higher low, higher high. We're going to look at a B. Oh, F1 says find a place to buy it. And I remember so many times in England, over there as a pilot, you'd have 2,500, 3,500 feet, you'd have the bottom of the clouds, and they'd be white and puffy, but they'd also be moving across the island pretty fast. So my memories of England were wind and instrument landings. Big distribution lower. Right here we have support at 107, starting at 107.40, so 25.35 by 1. And then 107 even, 107.10 by 2. On the sell side, got a very clean break up here at 65, so we'll make 60.70 sell 1. And back up to our 107.90, 108 for sell 2. God, it's taken me almost a year to be able to read that new price scale with that extra zero. It's I'm very, very visually attuned, but that one has been one of the hardest transitions for me to make. And that's it for this April the 20th, 2017. I will see you bright and early in the morning. Y'all have a great evening. The rains are supposed to start up again and supposed to be with us quite a bit tomorrow. So we'll see if that actually happens. Later.